Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning, ma'am.
Good
Good
morning.
ma'am.
Good morning.
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning. In our previous class, we have read about the officials of Mughal, Muhammad Tughlaq, the officials of Sultan Muhammad Tughlaq, in which we have seen that he has appointed the cook, gardeners, and means small caste people to hold the government offices, to hold the administrative work. So we have seen that for this reason only, many nobles or high class people went against Muhammad Tughlaq, against the Sultan, just because he was appointing or giving the special places in the government to the slaves. Either to the slaves, we have already seen that they were giving the sultans were giving the place in the administration to whom? To whom they were giving place to?
Ma'am, the cooks, barber.
And the low caste people, the slaves and all, whom they had brought
Gardener.
gardeners and all, yes. And for that reason, the high class, that is the nobility, or we can say the aristocrat people went against the decision of the Sultan, and they started revolting also. Sometimes they stood against the Sultan's decision. Now coming to the page number 39. Have you opened page number 39?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, you are. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. On page number 39.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of low and based on?
What?
Ma'am, what is the meaning of low and based on?
Low and base born. Where it is written, beta?
Ma'am, here. Ma'am, on above those officials of Sultan Muhammad Tughlaq.
Acha, yeah, low and base born. That's only I made it clear. Low caste people, which are the people who are born in the low caste. Clear?
Okay, ma'am.
जो
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
backward classes में, हाँ, yes.
Ma'am,
Yes.
yeah, ma'am, Bhumika Singh present, ma'am. Actually, I attend the class late, ma'am.
Bhumika Singh, okay.
Ma'am, Karun Dayal also present.
I have marked present. Rest I have marked present.
Ma'am, Ashok Patel present.
I have marked present. Okay. Don't take tension about that attendance, because here when you are writing, if you have written present in the chat box, that means your attendance is saved over here. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now low caste or base born. Base born means the lower category people. The people who are born in the low caste, means small caste people who do the menial work for the upper caste people. Clear? Menial work means the small work. That is the household work, cleaning, or we can say that to keep the drainage and all proper, in the proper way. That is the low caste people work. No, they are doing the work for the high caste, so they are called as low or base born. Now coming to the next page, that is page number 39, first paragraph. Like the earlier sultans, the Khilji and the Tughlaq monarchs appointed military commanders as the governors of territories of varying sizes. Now the earlier sultans also appointed the military commanders, like the governors of the territories of the varying sizes, means different regions were given in the hands of the military commanders to take care for. Yes, Harshad?
वो लक्ष्य चौधरी ज्वाइन होना चाह रहे हैं पर वो ज्वाइन नहीं हो रहा.
Who?
लक्ष्य चौधरी.
Rakshit Chaudhary. Rakshit Chaudhary is joining with some other name. That is why. Nikhil Chaudhary, he is joining with the name. That is why I am not making him enter. Ask him to join with his own name. Okay. Now these lands were called Ikta, and their landholders were called Iktedar. Now these lands, which lands? Hello.
Ma'am, in the earlier Sultan.
Yes. These lands were called Ikta, and their holder was called
Ma'am,
as
the Khalji and the Tughlaq monarchs, which appointed the military commands.
Yes. So the Khilji and the Tughlaq monarchs. Monarchs means the kings, the rulers of Khilji and Tughlaq dynasty. They used to give a particular region or territory to military commanders to take care of. So that region or that land was called as Ikta, and their holder was called as Iktedar. Clear? Again, I'm reading. Listen to it carefully. Like the earlier sultans, the Khilji and Tughlaq monarchs appointed military commanders as governors. Military commanders as governors of the territories. कोई territories की governors के रूप में उनको military commanders को appointment दे देते थे. And these lands were called as Iktas. Which land? The land which were given to the military commanders as they were ruling there as a governor. Clear? And these land were called as Ikta.
Yes, ma'am.
And their landholder was called as Iktedar or Mukti. Now understood? A very short question can be made from this. What do you mean by Ikta? Or what does Iktedar means? Who was Iktedar or Mukti? Then the answer will be the military commanders appointed as governors of the territories. They hold the land called as Ikta, and they were called as Iktedar or Mukti. Clear?
Yes,
The
ma'am.
duty of Mukti. Now, what was the duty of Mukti? The duty of Mukti was to lead military campaign. Whenever the king used to go for any attack, any military campaign, the military commander, or we can say this Mukti, used to lead the army and maintain law and order in the Iktas. Now, what are Iktas?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Iktas are the land of the military commanders.
Yes, Iktas were the land given to the military commanders. Clear?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I will come late, ma'am. Which chapter and which subject?
Who is telling? Himanshi Jangir?
Yes, ma'am.
History lesson number 3.
Yes, ma'am.
We are continuing with history lesson number 3. So the duty of Muktis now. The duty of Muktis or military commanders appointed as governors. So the duty of Muktis was first. What was the first duty? To lead the military campaign. Second duty, maintain law and order in the Iktas.
Law and order.
Yes. Then next is, in exchange for their military services, the Muktis collected the revenues of their assignments as salary. Now, as the exchange of their military services, when they were providing military services to the king, they, for that means for exchange of that service, they used to collect the revenues of their assignments as salary. Means whatever land was assigned to them to take care as a governor, they used to collect revenue on that territories, on that land, and they used to get it as a in the form of salary. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now next is they also paid their soldiers from their revenues. Now they also paid their soldiers from these military commanders used to pay the soldiers from their revenues. These whatever revenues they had collected from that land, they used to give it in the form of salaries to the soldiers also. Now control over Muktis was most effective if their offices was not inheritable. Now control over Muktis. Control over Muktis. What is Mukti?
Ma'am, Muktis are the landholder.
Yes, the landholders. The landholders, the military commanders who were having the land. So the control over Muktis was most effective if their offices was not inheritable. If their offices was not inheritable, inheritable means to inherit. Inherit means hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Inheritable means
या किसी प्रॉब्लम के वजह से वो लोग आ नहीं पा रहे.
what happened? Inheritable.
Ma'am, I was saying that they are ill or they have any problem.
Inheritable, beta, that means after the father, the son will get that particular post. After the father, the son will get the particular post. So that is inherit, means उनको वहां पर वो उनके बेटे हैं, इसीलिए उनकी वो प्लान चलता आ रहा है, रूल चलता आ रहा है कि आफ्टर द डेथ ऑफ द फादर द पोस्ट विल बी गिवन टू द सन. दैट इज कॉल्ड इनहेरिटेबल. ठीक है. द कंट्रोल ओवर मुक्तीज वाज मोस्ट
Yes.
इफेक्टिव. मुक्तीज के ऊपर कंट्रोल करना बहुत इफेक्टिव हो गया था. बट द रीजन वाज दैट इफ द पोस्ट वाज द ऑफिस वाज इनहेरिटेबल, वाज नॉट इनहेरिटेबल, अगर फादर के बाद बेटे को नहीं बैठने दिया जाए तब तो मुक्तीज पे कंट्रोल करना बहुत इजी था. एंड इफ दे वर असाइंड इक्ताज फॉर अ शॉर्ट पीरियड ऑफ टाइम बिफोर बीइंग शिफ्टेड, एंड इफ दे वर असाइंड इक्ताज, इक्ताज मींस जब उनको लैंड असाइन किया गया है to take care as a governor for a short period of time, और उनको एक दूसरी जगह पे शिफ्ट कर दिया गया, तब तक उन पे कंट्रोल करना इजी हो गया था सुल्तान के लिए. क्लियर दीज टू लाइंस? व्हेन द इनहेरिटेबल, और जब उन तक वो लोग पोस्ट शॉर्ट पीरियड के लिए ही उनको पोस्ट देते थे एज एन इक्तेदार सुल्तान, तब तक तो उनको कंट्रोल करना इजी था सुल्तान के लिए. दीज हार्श कंडीशन ऑफ सर्विसेज वाज रिग्रेसली इम्पोज्ड ड्यूरिंग द रेन ऑफ अलाउद्दीन खिलजी एंड मोहम्मद तुगलक. नाउ दीज हार्श conditions, which was the harsh condition? That their office was not inheritable. Second, the duties were assigned for the short period of time before they were being shifted. उनको एक जगह से दूसरी जगह शिफ्ट करते रहते थे sultans. So this was also the condition of the muktis, we can say. So this service, this harsh condition of the service was rigorously imposed. Rigorously means, imposed means, rigorously means they were pressurized to follow these types of terms and conditions in any way. Clear? So harshly they had to follow these conditions imposed during the reign of Alauddin Khilji and Muhammad Tughlaq. Muhammad Tughlaq और Alauddin Khilji के वक्त इनको जरूरी हो गया था कि they had to follow these rules, these military commanders. Now, accountants were appointed by the state to check the amount of revenue collected by the muktis. Another thing was that accountants were appointed. Who were given the appointment? The accountants. Why they were giving appointment in the by the rulers? To check the amount of revenue collected by muktis. Whatever revenue was collected by the military commanders or by the muktis, that was checked by the accountant. Care was taken that the mukti collected only the tax prescribed by the state. Now it was also seen that whatever tax was prescribed by the state means that much only tax they had to collect from that land. That much only they have to collect. That was taken care by the accountant. कि वो ज़्यादा collect नहीं करें land जितना tax जितना उनको state ने एग्रीमेंट के टाइम पे जो स्टेट ने यस बोला है उतना ही अमाउंट ऑफ टैक्स वो कलेक्ट करें अपने लिए. क्लियर? सो द चेक ऑन अमाउंट ऑफ द रेवेन्यू कलेक्शन वाज देयर टेकन केयर बाय द अकाउंटेंट. एंड देन he kept the required number of soldiers. Even the soldiers under the military commander was, the number of the soldiers was not exceeded. It was such which was prescribed by the state के इतना ही आपको soldiers भी रखने हैं. He kept the required number of soldiers, means जितना requirement है उतना ही वो soldiers अपने पास रखते थे ताकि उनको salary भी उतनी ही दे सके जितना कि state ने उनके लिए बोला है कि उतना tax वो ले सकते हैं उस land पर से. I hope the paragraph about the military commanders is clear. What was the condition of military commander? Yes.
Ma'am. Ma'am, in the spelling of Mukti, ma'am, it is written MUQTI.
Yes.
Ma'am, but ma'am, Q के बाद तो हमेशा U आता है ना?
Q के बाद U आता है?
Yes, ma'am.
From where you have taken out this theory?
नो मैम, मैम इन यूनिक स्पेलिंग मैम, और भी काफी स्पेलिंग है, बट मैम क्यू की बात उसमें तो यू ही आता है मैम।
इसमें बेटा यही वाली स्पेलिंग लिखी है, मुक्ति, MUQTI, मुक्ति। क्लियर?
ओके मैम।
So now in the next paragraph, as the Delhi Sultans brought the hinterlands of the cities under their control. Now I had made you clear about the hinterlands. What were the hinterlands? Can anybody tell me?
Ma'am, should I tell Neena?
Under the Delhi.
Cities, ma'am, it was a land adjacent.
Yes.
Under the Delhi Sultan.
Yes, the land adjacent. Adjacent means next to the city or port. And in Hindi, I had explained it. It is also called as नदी के वो जो तट होता है उसके पीछे वाला एरिया जो होता है सिटी के पास में, that is called as hinterlands. So now Delhi Sultans had brought the hinterlands also under their control, and they forced the landed chieftains, the Samantas or aristocrats, and rich landowners to accept their authority. Now they have been asked. Aristocrats means nobles or person with high rank.
No.
Nobles or person with high rank. You can write down the meanings better, whatever I'm giving. Aristocrats means nobles or the person with high rank. So these hinterlands were brought under the control of Delhi Sultans. Even they forced the chieftains. Chieftain means the chief, which were also called as Samantas, and aristocrats. Aristocrats means the rich landlords to accept their authority. Means उनके वहां पर वो hinterlands आसपास का एरिया अपने कंट्रोल में ले लिया. Plus they forcefully asked the Samantas, the chieftains, the aristocrats to accept their authority. उनका power accept करने के लिए agree करना पड़ा इन लोगों को. Clear? Under Alauddin Khilji, the state brought the assessment. Under Alauddin Khilji, the state brought the assessment and collection of land revenue under their control. Now, Alauddin Khilji had brought the assessment of the collection of land revenue under its control. जो भी collection होगा land revenue का, वो पूरा proper way में होगा, and it was under the control of the ruler. Now, the rights of the local chieftains, the local rulers थे, leaders थे, to levy taxes was cancelled, and they were also forced to pay taxes. जो local leaders थे, chieftains थे, जो chief थे, वो पहले taxes नहीं देते थे. अब पहले वो सिर्फ taxes लगाते थे. अब क्या हुआ? They were now also forced to pay the taxes. उनको भी force किया गया कि वो tax pay करे. I hope it is clear. Now the Sultan's administrators measured the land and kept careful accounts. Now this is all about, we are reading about the administrative system under the Delhi Sultans, especially under Alauddin Khilji and Muhammad Tughlaq. Those Sultan's administrators measured the land. Those who were appointed in the government offices, they were given the duty to measure the land also and to keep careful accounts also. From which land, how much tax is collected, and from that tax who is paid the salary. With each and every proper measurement and record was kept by whom? By administrators. Clear? Administrators of the Sultan. Some of the old chieftains, पुराने जो rulers थे, पुराने जो leaders थे, particular hinterlands के, and the landlords served the sultanate as revenue collectors. अब इनको क्या ड्यूटी दे दी गई थी? जो आसपास के एरिया को जो इन्होंने अपने कंट्रोल में कर लिया था, इंटरलैंड्स को कंट्रोल में कर लिया था, तो वहाँ के जो लीडर्स थे, जो लोकल चैप्शियंस थे, जो लोकल रूलर्स थे, उनको भी सुप्रीमेसी एग्री करने के लिए बोल दिया गया था कि दे हैड टू फॉलो द पावर ऑफ नाउ द whom? Delhi Sultans. Now they were given the duty to serve as a revenue collectors. अब इनको revenue collectors and assessors. Assessors means help the king, the administration.
Ma'am, too much background voice is coming.
Lakshit, mute yourself, beta. So they were given, now these chieftains and landlords were given the duty to collect the revenues and to assess, assessors means to assess, to help the king in the administration. Now there were three types of taxes. Underline this. How many types of taxes were there? Three types of taxes. First was on cultivation called खराज. कल्टीवेशन, जो कल्टीवेट करते थे लैंड पे, उस कल्टीवेशन पर उनको टैक्स देना पड़ता था. दैट वाज कॉल्ड एज खराज एंड अमाउंटिंग टू 50% ऑफ पेजेंट्स प्रोड्यूस. जितना भी वो प्रोड्यूस करते थे पेजेंट फार्मर, जितना भी प्रोड्यूस करते थे उस लैंड पे कल्टीवेट करते थे, उसका 50% दे हैड टू गिव इट टू द स्टेट. क्लियर? सेकेंड वाज द ऑन द कैटल्स. Second tax was on cattle, the cattle, and the third tax was on houses. They, on the houses they were living on the cattle they were rearing. Clear? So the tax was on both land, cattle, and houses. Clear this much, everyone? Now it is important to remember that large part of subcontinent remained outside the control of the Delhi Sultans. Now large part of the Indian subcontinent still remained outside the control of Sultan. Delhi Sultan means अभी भी Delhi Sultan के अंडर में नहीं था बहुत बड़ा area. It was difficult to control distant provinces like Bengal and Delhi from Delhi, and soon after annexing southern India, the entire region became independent. Now it was very difficult again that it to have a control from Delhi on Bengal, and soon after annexing southern India means after annexing most of the parts of southern India was brought under control of Delhi Sultan. So it was now difficult for the Delhi Sultans to rule from Delhi to such a vast extension of the empire. The entire region became independent, और जो पूरा region था, सदर्न रीजन था, तो वो क्या हो गया, इंडिपेंडेंटली रूल करने लगा अपने अपने रूलर्स के लिए अंडर में. इवन इन गैंगटक प्लेन देयर वाज फॉरेस्टेड एरियाज दैट सल्तनत forces could not penetrate. Even गैंगटक प्लेन, द फर्टाइल एरिया, यहाँ पर भी जो फॉरेस्टेड एरियाज थे वहां तक सुल्तान अपने रूल नहीं कर पा रहे थे. पेनिट्रेट मीन्स वहां पर पहुंच करके रूल नहीं कर पा रहे थे. यस लक्ष्यता?
Ma'am, what is meaning of annexing?
Annexing means to brought that particular region under their kingdom. वहां पर अटैक करके वॉर करके उस रीजन को अपने अंडर में ले लेना, अपने कंट्रोल में ले लेना. क्लियर? लोकल.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of penetrate?
Penetrate means उसके अंदर means force. From here we will see that even in Gangtok plain there was forested areas. Gangtok plain में भी forested areas थे. The Sultan forces could not penetrate means सुल्तान की जो forces थी वो उस area में नहीं जा पा रही थी. Penetrate means नहीं वहां पर नहीं जा पाना. ठीक है, एंटर नहीं कर पा रही थी. Penetrate means was not able to enter. Local chieftains established their rule in their regions. Sometimes rulers like Alauddin Khilji and Muhammad Tughlaq could force their control in these areas, but only for the short duration. और इस टाइप से जो areas अब इन्होंने spread तो कर लिया अपना kingdom, बहुत इधर उधर अटैक करके सारा कंट्रोल अपने अंडर में लेने की कोशिश करी अलाउद्दीन खिलजी और तुगलक ने. But what happened finally? They were not having a proper control from Delhi. दिल्ली पे से पर बैठ करके, दिल्ली की गद्दी पर बैठ करके वो इतना वास्ट एरिया अपने कंट्रोल में नहीं कर पा रहे थे, और इसीलिए छोटे छोटे जो राजा थे, लोकल रूलर्स थे, वो वापस से इंडिपेंडेंट होकर अपना रूल करने शुरू कर दिया था. और कभी कभी तो अलाउद्दीन खिलजी और मोहम्मद तुगलक अपने कंट्रोल में ले लेते थे, बट ओनली फॉर द शॉर्ट ड्यूरेशन. थोड़े समय के लिए वो कंट्रोल कर पाते थे, बट अगेन these chieftains took back their own territories to rule upon. Clear? So means proper control नहीं कर पा रहा. Now chieftains and their fortifications. Ibn Battuta, the 14th century traveler. Underline this. Who was Ibn Battuta? Ibn Battuta was a 14th century traveler. फ्रॉम मोरक्को. कहाँ से ट्रेवल कर रहे थे? मोरक्को से. मोरक्को कहाँ पर है? अफ्रीका में. एक्सप्लेन द चेफ्शियन समटाइम्स. द चेफ्शियन समटाइम्स. अब चेफ्शियंस क्या कर रहे थे? चेफ्शियन के बारे में लिखा, चीफ्स के बारे में लिखा. फोर्टिफाइड देमसेल्व्स इन माउंटेन्स, in rocky, uneven and rugged places as well as in bamboo groves. ये इन लोगों ने अपना आपको एक मिलिट्री सोल्जर्स के साथ फोर्टिफाइड, प्रोटेक्टेड हो गए थे. ये लोग कहाँ पर जाकर के प्रोटेक्टेड हो गए थे? रॉकी एरियाज में, अनइवन रग्ड प्लेसेस, रफ प्लेसेस में, एज वेल एज इन द बैम्बू ग्रोव्स में जाकर के ये लोग छिप गए थे. इन इंडिया द बैम्बू इज नॉट हॉलो, it is big. Its several parts are so intertwined that even fire cannot affect them, and they are on the whole very strong, very strong. The Chefchains live in these forested areas, these forested bamboo areas, and which serve them as ramparts. और एक तरीके से ये इनके लिए बहुत ही helpful defensive wall. Ramparts means you can write down as a defensive wall. This proved these bamboo trees proved them as a defensive wall, inside which their cattle and their crops were protected nicely. There is also water from this within there, that is rainwater which collected there. Hence, they cannot be subdued except by the powerful armies. Means powerful armies, subdued means repressed. Powerful army ही इनको control में कर सकती थी, बाकी कोई control में नहीं इनको कर सकता था, because everything was available over there and they had made they had become the leader with the good soldiers army, and they were settled in the fortified area. Clear? Then hence they cannot be subdued except by the powerful armies who entering these forests cut down the bamboos with specially prepared instrument. अब वो एंटर करने के लिए, फॉरेस्ट एरिया एंटर करने के लिए ये बड़े बड़े जो बैम्बू के ट्रीज थे उनको काटना पड़ेगा. देन ओनली दे कैन रीच दीज चेफ्शियंस एंड द आर्मीज. तभी वो उनको क्या कर सकते थे? डिफीट कर सकते थे. तो इनको डिफीट करने के लिए बहुत ही पावरफुल आर्मी की जरूरत थी. आई होप इट इज क्लियर टिल हियर. Now the Mongols under Mongol attack. Mongol under Genghis Khan invaded Traxozina. Now under the Genghis Khan, under the leadership of Genghis Khan, Mongol has invaded in the northeast Iran in 1219, and the Delhi Sultanate faced an onslaught soon after. Onslaught means attack. Onslaught means attack. दिल्ली सल्तनत को अटैक किया गया मंगोल्स के द्वारा with the leadership of Genghis Khan. Now Mongol attack on Delhi Sultanate increased during the reign of Alauddin Khilji. अलाउद्दीन खिलजी के टाइम पे ये बहुत ज्यादा मंगोल अटैक किया गया दिल्ली सुल्तान्स पे. क्लियर? एंड इन द अर्ली इयर्स ऑफ मोहम्मद तुगलक्स रूल, और मोहम्मद तुगलक का जब रूल स्टार्ट हुआ तब ये मंगोल्स बहुत ज्यादा अपराइजिंग ऑफ मंगोल्स हो गया था, एंड दे स्टार्टेड अटैकिंग द दिल्ली सल्तनत. दिस फोर्स द टू रूलर्स. Which two rulers? Alauddin Khilji and Muhammad Tughlaq. So this attack forced the two rulers to mobilize a large standing army in Delhi, which posed a huge administrative challenge. अब इन दोनों के लिए एक तरीके से चैलेंज हो गया to face the Mughal, to face the Mongols. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
How the two sultans.
Yes, ma'am.
अब देखना है कि ये दोनों सुल्तान्स ने कैसे मंगोल्स को टैकल किया. Now this Alauddin Khilji and Muhammad Tughlaq, the differentiation is given between Alauddin Khilji and Muhammad Tughlaq. First is in the attack. Delhi was attacked twice in 1299 and 13,000 and 1302. Sorry, it is 1300. And 1302 to 1303. As defensive measure, Alauddin Khilji raised a large standing army. दो बार अटैक किया गया मंगोल्स के द्वारा, and that is why a defensive measure was taken by Alauddin Khilji, and a huge standing army was made there by Alauddin Khilji to defeat Mongols. Clear? Now मोहम्मद तुगलक ने क्या करा? The Sultanate was attacked in the early years. अर्ली ईयर्स में अटैक किया गया मंगोल्स के द्वारा सल्तनत पे, एंड द मंगोल आर्मी वाज डिफीटेड इन दिस. मोहम्मद तुगलक हैड डिफीटेड द मंगोल आर्मी. मोहम्मद तुगलक वाज कॉन्फिडेंट अबाउट द स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ हिज आर्मी. वो बिल्कुल कॉन्फिडेंट थे अपनी आर्मी के स्ट्रेंथ पे, एंड हिज रिसोर्सेज टू प्लान एन अटैक ऑन ट्रेंक्सोसिना. ही देयरफॉर रेज्ड अ लार्ज स्टैंडिंग आर्मी. और उन्होंने अटैक करने का भी सोचा मंगोल के रीजन पे, और अटैक करने का भी सोचा, एंड देयरफॉर ही रेज्ड अ लार्ज स्टैंडिंग आर्मी आल्सो. बोथ द डिफरेंस क्लियर? बोथ हैड रेज्ड अ लार्ज आर्मी, बट हु हैड डिफीटेड द मंगोल आर्मी? Muhammad Tughlaq.
Muhammad Tughlaq.
Yeah. Now Alauddin constructed a new garrison town. Alauddin constructed a new garrison town named Siri for his soldiers. Soldiers के लिए एक garrison town, you know. Already we have read about garrison town. They are the fortified settlement with soldiers. Soldiers का settlement है. कहाँ पर बनाया इन्होंने? Siri में. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
And then rather than constructing a new garrison town, the oldest of the 4 cities of Delhi, that is Delhi, Ekwana, was emptied for its residents and the soldiers garrisoned there. Now, मोहम्मद तुगलक ने नया कोई garrison town नहीं बनाया soldiers के लिए, but उन्होंने जो पुरानी cities में से ही दिल्ली एकवाना जो था, वह उसको उन्होंने क्या करा दिया? empty करवा दिया. वहां पर जितने भी लोग रह रहे थे उनको हटने को बोल दिया, residents को, और वहां पर किसको रहने के लिए बोल दिया? He asked the soldiers to settle there. Clear? तो इन्होंने नया टाउन बनाया soldiers के लिए, इन्होंने पुराने टाउन को ही convert कर दिया for the soldiers. And the residents of the old city were sent to new capital of दौलताबाद. और जो वहां पर already रह रहे थे दिल्ली एकवाना में, उनको कहाँ पर settlement दिया? दौलताबाद में, in the south. Clear? Now the soldiers had to be fed. अब soldiers की आर्मी तो उन्होंने रख ली थी, but now they had to be fed. उनके खाने पीने का भी ध्यान रखना है. This was done through the produce collected as the tax from the lands between the Ganga and Yamuna. अब ये इनको फीड कहाँ से किया जा रहा था अलाउद्दीन खिलजी की तरफ से? जो गंगा और यमुना के बीच की जो फर्टाइल एरिया में जो भी प्रोड्यूस हो रहा था, उस प्रोड्यूस पे उन्होंने टैक्स लगाया 50% का, और उस टैक्स से पेजेंट से टैक्स कलेक्ट किया गया, और उससे इनको सोल्जर्स को फीड किया गया. एंड हियर प्रोड्यूस फ्रॉम द सेम एरिया वाज कलेक्टेड एज अ टैक्स टू फीड द आर्मी. सेम एरिया से, जो गंगा यमुना एरिया है, उससे ही वो जो एरिया में जो सोल्जर्स रह रहे थे, उसी एरिया से कलेक्ट करके टैक्स आर्मी को फीड किया जा रहा था यहाँ मोहम्मद तुगलक के टाइम पे. बट टू मीट द एक्सपेंस ऑफ मेंटेनिंग सच लार्ज सोल्जर्स, द सुल्तान लेविड एडिशनल टैक्सेस. अब और ज्यादा टैक्सेस भी लगाना शुरू कर दिया था सुल्तान ने, टू मीट द डेली रिक्वायरमेंट्स ऑफ द सोल्जर्स. एंड दिस कोइंसिडेड विद फैमिनाइन इन द एरिया. और इससे क्या हो गया? सूखा पड़ गया. कहाँ पर? उनके एरिया में, उनके टाइम पे. So I end here only today.